Hello, good morning, and thank you so much for joining us. This is Breakfast Daily here on Channel One Television, and I am Nanatu Fuabwati. It's an absolute pleasure to come your way with the best breakfast on television. So grab your tea, your beverage, whatever you're having for breakfast, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Now, last weekend, we saw a stampede that happened as a result of a recruitment exercise. Now, that stampede is a stark reality of our unemployment crisis in this country. This is the first major stampede in Ghana's recent history, and it is not an isolated accident. It is a symptom of a widening gap between job seekers and opportunities. Now, over the years, security experts, just name them, a number of them, okay, have raised issue of have cause to complain, and they have repeatedly warned that joblessness poses a national security threat. Joblessness poses a national security threat. And so the World Bank has stated that Ghana faces a severe jobs challenge despite years of economic growth. Now listen to this. Over 500,000 young people enter the job market every year, according to the World Bank. Yet, job creation has not kept pace, leaving many stranded in low quality or informal work. The World Bank has also warned that Ghana's youth population will grow by 1.6 million over the next decade, reaching 11 million by 2035, with more than half of the population under 30 years old. I need you to pay attention to the stats. Currently, only 13% of workers aged between 15 to 64 hold high-quality jobs. Low-skill and informal employment accounts for over 53% of the workforce. This mismatch between rising education levels and limited opportunities is fueling desperation and instability, as evidenced by the swelling numbers at such recruitments year in and year out. Now, for many of these applicants, the military and other security agencies represents the closest thing to a guaranteed stable job in an economy where opportunities are scarce. The government, therefore, must treat unemployment as a national emergency. This only means that aggressive investment in job creation, skills development, and entrepreneurship, not lip service. Okay, enough of the lip service and the political rhetorics. This is why the government's efforts to roll out the big push, the 24-hour economy policy, and the reformation of the mining sector around domestic value addition are vital. Now, here's the second thing. Recruitment exercises must be restructured to prioritize safety and efficiency. Digital platforms and staggered schedules can drastically help reduce the congestion, as we saw, and of course the reforms that have been announced by the Ghana Armed Forces. Now, a third one is that social gatherings of this scale should be subject to strict safety protocols, with security personnel trained to manage crowds effectively and emergency measures duly activated. Now, if we're going to win this fight, we must confront the uncomfortable truth. Ghana's youth are not lazy. They are desperate. They are willing to risk their lives for a job that pays a modest salary because the alternatives are bleak. And until we fix this, tragedies like this will continue to occur. Peace, shalom. Let me tell you about the Agri Fair. It's happening on the 28th, the 29th, and the 30th of November 2025. It's happening at the Afua Sutherland Children's Park, and we're inviting all of you to come join us. All right? So, for farmers with fresh farm produce, for poultry farmers with eggs and live birds, for livestock rearers with all the meat you can think of, your pigs, your goats, your sheep, your cow, for rabbits, in fact, just name it, all right? If you're into fish farming or aquaculture, this is a golden opportunity for you to, meet all the potential customers that you've been looking for all this while. They're all coming to the Agri Fair, and so should you. And for you, the farmer, for you, that poultry producer, that livestock producer, that fish farmer, you that is into aquaculture, for you that is into agri input and agri technology, call 0558 973 973. 0558 973 973 and register. Now, when you register, you need to follow up with your payments. All right. So call the number 0558 973 973. Register and pay, secure your slot and your stand, and come to the Agri Fair, the market you've been waiting for, the market you've been looking for all year round. You have 3 days to sell off all the produce you have, all the goods you have produced throughout the year. We're giving you a 3-day window, all right, to sell everything off. So just bring it to the Agri Fair, which is happening at the Fuad Sutherland Children's Park from the 28th to the 30th of November. Now, here's a catch. We're going to have agri clinics, all right? So there's going to be a clinic on snail farming. There's going to be a clinic on fish farming. There's going to be a clinic on piggery. So those of us who are looking to enter into the agri space, this is a fine opportunity for you to come learn a thing or two. You also need to call if you're looking to be part of the agri clinic. Call and register, okay? So same number, 0558 973 973. You are guaranteed and you are assured of affordable prices. All you got to do is load up your wallet, stack up your purses, top up your Momo, and come to the Agri Fair, because the produce is straight from the farm to the fair, and from there you take it home to your kitchen and proceed to your dining table. Now, if you cook the food and you don't invite me, that's where you see. You understand? I'm doing all of this for you. The only gratitude you can show is to cook something nice, something sumptuous, and invite me to come and help do the dining. Yeah. We have some guy here, he's called Taster General. If you invite me, I'll come with him. We'll come and taste the food and enjoy. You understand? All right, people. So the Agri Fair is happening from the 28th to the 30th. So 28th, 29th, 30th. It's a weekend from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So be part of the Agri Fair. Please, we're closing the registrations by Friday the 21st. Friday the 21st. All registration will end. So call now and register to participate. All right, let's say thank you to our sponsors, because the Agri Fair 2025 November edition is brought to you by Channel One TV and 97.3 City FM, and it's sponsored by the Horticulture Business Platform, Development Bank Ghana, Legacy Crop Improvement Center LCIC, Gersal, Ghana Exim Bank, Agri Impact Limited, and IDH. I want to say thank you to all of these sponsors: IDH, HBP, Horticulture Business Platform, Development Bank Ghana, DBG, Legacy Crop Improvement Center, LCIC, Gersal. Thank you to the Ghana Exim Bank, and of course, thank you to Agri Impacts Limited. We're grateful to all of you for sponsoring the Agri Fair. All right. Now, let's go onto the Google Play Store. That's where you can download the Channel One News app. It's on the Google Play Store. Channel One News app on the Google Play Store. Simple. Channel One News app on the Google Play Store. Download and install. Okay? When you do that, you have access to the news. It's relevant, it is factual, it is accurate, and it is timely. All right? So we are updating and we are uploading the news by the minute, by the second, by the hour. So all the information you are looking for. You see, there's a lot that is thrown out there on social media. If you're looking to verify same, download the Channel One News app, install on whatever device it is that you have, and then you have verified news, verified information. Okay? So download the Channel One News app now. Okay, let's see you do it. Download the Channel One News app now and have access to the news. But the newspapers are here. Let's get straight into them. Let's bring you what the papers are saying this morning. I'll start off with the Daily Graphic. Yesterday, beautiful ceremony at the Jubilee House. The swearing in of Ghana's Chief Justice Paul Bafo-Bonny. And front page of the Daily Graphic says, uphold judicial integrity. President tells new CJ. Uphold judicial integrity. President tells new CJ. 2026 budget. VAT reforms to boost business growth. That's according to the GRA boss. Speaker launches scholarship for MPs and parliamentary staff. Speaker launches scholarship for MPs and parliamentary staff. Leonard Yet wins most outstanding PR agency award. Leonard Yet wins most outstanding PR agency award. So that's on the front page. Let's check out the back page. Back page says CSR donates $500,000 in medical supplies to Northern Health Facilities. CRS, that's the Catholic Relief Services. I beg your pardon, Catholic Relief Services, CRS, donates $500,000 in medical supplies to Northern Health Facilities. Jospong Group outlines blueprint for private sector in carbon markets. We know that there's a team in Belém, Brazil for the COP30, and they've been making some presentations, and this is a story as captured on the back page of the Daily Graphic. All right, let me bring you the Daily Guide. Daily Guide. What's the Daily Guide saying? NPP Diaspora Chair rejects proxy voting, backs PEC decision. NPP Diaspora Chair rejects proxy voting, backs PEC decision. GAF, that's the Ghana Armed Forces, resumes Accra recruitment exercise in 5 centers. GAF resumes Accra recruitment exercise in 5 centers. Police abduct in court, Kwawu Hima. Police abduct Kwawu Hima. We know she's been released. The IGP has ordered her release and ordered some investigations into the attack on the palace in Abene in Kwawu. You have Bafo Boni sworn in as new CJ. Bafo Boni sworn in as new CJ. And Guta warns against VAT restructuring. Guta warns against VAT restructuring. So that's the Daily Guide newspaper. Let's get into some more papers. Daybreak. What's the Daybreak saying? Daybreak says, Litha chairs Elwak Stampede. Okay. That's Brigadier General Cornelius Koblan Litha. So we know the internal board of inquiry that's been instituted. We are being told that Brigadier General Cornelius Koblan Litha is chairing that committee. So Litha chairs Elwak Stampede Board of Inquiry. Baumia storms Central Region to consolidate lead. Baumia storms a Central Region to consolidate lead. Ghana Mental Health Fund is dormant. Yesterday, I spoke on mental health and why we need to prioritize our mental health. And today, we are being told that the fund is dormant. Hey, on mine Ghana. Strengthen integrity of judiciary. Mahama to Bafo Boni. Strengthen integrity of judiciary. Mahama to Bafo Boni. And then you have $31 billion lost through fake imports. Hey. $31 billion lost through fake imports. Wow. So that's the Daybreak newspaper. Let's get into some more papers. Ghanaian Times is here. What's the Ghanaian Times saying? Ghanaian Times says, Upper East Region farmers face existential threats from donkey slaughter and climate crisis. That's UER, Upper East Region farmers face existential threats from donkey slaughter and climate crisis. Inflation for building sector eases to 9.7% in September. This is according to the Ghana Statistical Service, GSS. Dr. Abdallah to be honored posthumously next national awards. Dr. Abdallah to be honored posthumously at the next national awards. And then military recruitment in Accra resumes a Thursday across 8 centers. Military recruitment in Accra resumes Thursday across 8 centers. Let's go to the back page, and you have EU supports Ghana with 31 million cedis to restore forest. EU supports Ghana with 31 million cedis to restore forest. And then you have feasibility studies and designs for bridge over Afram River complete. That's according to the finance minister. Feasibility studies and designs for bridge across Afram River complete. That's according to Dr. Cassiel Atoforsen. He's the Minister for Finance. Now, the New Republic says, OSP bully boy in 5-hour elevator rampage. Lawyer grilled, starved, and slapped with bogus charges in explosive corruption probe. OSP bully boy in 5-hour elevator rampage. Lawyer grilled, starved, and slapped with bogus charges in explosive corruption probe. Palace coup in Kwahu sparks firestorm as exile chief returns. Judiciary in crosshairs. Mahama swears in Bafuboni amid ECOWAS verdict on Tokonu. Then you have GRA goes digital. Pilots online tax tool. Plans AI-powered customs overhaul. And there's a final one that says NPA marks 20 years of petroleum regulation. NPA marks 20 years of petroleum regulation. So that's the front page of the New Republic newspaper. Let me now take you online. I'll start from Channel One News Online and bring you some stories from there. This one says 2026 budget offers stability and certainty. This is according to Professor Khalid. 2026 budget offers stability and certainty. That's Professor Khalid speaking there. Then you have a 2026 budget target. Okay, 2026 budget targets too cautious. That's according to Deloitte Ghana. 2026 budget targets too cautious. That's according to Deloitte Ghana. Still on the budget, revenue shortfalls could force mid-year tax hikes. That's according to Tia Kabiru. Revenue shortfalls could force mid-year tax hikes. That's according to Tia Kabiru. And government in talks to procure new ferry. That's a Kwahu Afram Plains MP. There's a disturbing story on that. See, the only ferry that transports people from areas such as Agodeke to Pando and other areas, about 22 nautical miles. That ferry is broken down for over a month now. It is not working. And so the people that are risking their lives are traveling on wooden boats and canoes, which is dangerous considering the number of boat disasters we have recorded this year alone, the number of lives that have been lost on the Volta Lake alone. So please, we beg, there should be some intervention. If not directly from the government, at least the Volta Lake Transport Company should intervene. Either we are replacing that ferry or we are repairing it as soon as possible, because it has stalled businesses and people are risking their lives. Farmers are unable to cut their produce to market centers because of the breakdown of that ferry. So it's important that the authorities look at this particular matter, especially those traveling from Agodeke to the Pando areas to trade. Please, let's attend to them. All right, so story says government in talks to procure new ferry. That's according to the Kwahu Afram Plains MP. We look forward to that, and we hope that it is expedited. All right. Now, the NPP's 2026 primary is fully constitutional. Top-down claims unfounded. That's according to Nana B. This is in response to a damning article written by Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng. You should read that article. Scathing. You should read that article. And it's interesting how our politics is turning. But Nana B spoke on Eyewitness News on 97.3, and he responded to some of the things the good old professor raised in that article. And he says that the primaries is fully constitutional and there's no top-down approach. All right. We'll get more on that, actually. Implement deprived area incentive for health workers. Ghana Medical Association to government. So that's Professor Ernest York. He's the newly sworn-in president of the Ghana Medical Association, president-elect. The association went to Congress over the weekend, and in a competitive election, Professor York came out as president-elect. He was also on Eyewitness News, the point blank on Eyewitness News, and he says implement deprived area incentive for health workers. On the issue of recruitment, obey instructions or risk disqualification, Ghana Armed Forces warns. So the PRO also spoke on radio yesterday, Eyewitness News on 97.3. Obey instructions or risk disqualification. Gender Ministry condemns viral video of man assaulting woman, calls for justice. If you haven't seen that video, please don't go and look for it. You'll be heartbroken. If you haven't seen it yet, don't go and look for it. I see Gender Ministry, it is not enough to condemn. You need to take some action. Hey, that a human being is able to flog his own wife and she's apparently naked. Like, I can't. Please don't go and look for the video. Let's move on. Elwak tragedy. Officers responsible for GAF recruitment asked to step aside. That's according to Captain Ahin. 3 dead, several injured in Tamale Buipe highway crash. I'll discharge my duties faithfully and independently. That's according to Bafo Boni, the new CJ. And judiciary must be above reproach, Mahama tells Bafo Boni. Let me take you to citynewsroom.com. citynewsroom.com. Ghana could earn $20 billion from labor export program. That's according to the Special Initiatives Minister, Emmanuel Kwadwo Ejekum. We have a Minister for Special Initiatives, Minister of State in charge of Special Initiatives, Emmanuel Kwadwo Ejekum, and he says Ghana could earn $20 billion from labor export program. EduWatch demands mandatory 1-year warranty on school desk. EduWatch demands mandatory 1-year warranty on school desks. Speaker Bagbin is here. He says, my tenure as minority leader wasn't chaotic. That's Alban Bagbin. My tenure as minority leader wasn't chaotic. Atoforsen seeking prudence with 2026 budget. That's according to Professor Khalid. Again, on 2026 budget, government revenue target unrealistic. That's Tia Kabiru speaking there. Government revenue target unrealistic. Then you have 2026 budget targets achievable. That's according to Deloitte Ghana. 2026 budget targets achievable. That's Deloitte Ghana. Ghana Armed Forces still at a loss over Elwak stampede, as Captain Ahin speaking. Ghana Armed Forces still at a loss over Elwak stampede, according to Captain Ahin. And you have, Ghana Medical Association, that's the GMA, saying that sedentary lifestyle, poor diet, fueling diabetes surge. Sedentary lifestyle, poor diet, fueling diabetes surge. All right, so go online, citynewsroom.com, as well as channel1newsonline.com, and you can get the details of these stories. You're watching Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 Television. We have a special birthday message to Darius Ayison. God richly bless you on your special day and grant you wisdom, joy, and success in the year ahead. May your new age bring you closer to your dreams and fill your heart with love, laughter, and happiness. This is from your dad, Theophilus Ayison. Now, if you know Theophilus, it's okay. Let me leave it there. All right. So Darius, it's from your dad, Theophilus. He says, "Happy birthday to you. May God richly, richly bless you." All right. This is Breakfast Daily. Stay with us. We'll be right back with the news review segment.
Uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
I'm
The second coming.
into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Trotro from Kaswati. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be later?
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Yeah. You go be the luckiest. Coffee from Georgia be luckiest. From Natepia, cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God apple boom. If you put it toye, so would the coming of the son of man be. Is that his car?
Ha! Even now, your shadow the way designer.
I use my own mouth to reject him. Oh, this is my mouth. Look at that.
Kwame, my son. Now, tell me the truth. How did this all happen?
Oh, mommy, simple direction. Mr. Goodluck no check me way.
Yeah,
man.
Easy car. Or dial star 712 hash.
The devil is a liar.
He picked his ticket and entered his lucky 5-digit number.
I'm a baby.
Oh, how romantic.
And he followed the prompts. Yes. And then boom. Confirmation test.
I'm quick. Pick 5 numbers for me, okay? I'm feeling like 7.
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompt. And let destiny handle the
You see how they love you now?
Yo, baby, our family payment seminar. Before December, may release a motivational album. Patapa, my super.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
This November, something amazing is coming to Accra. Are you a farmer with fresh produce? Are you into fish farming, poultry or livestock? Then get ready for the November edition of the AgriFair 2025. Yes, AgriFair 2025. It's happening on Friday the 28th to Sunday the 30th of November. It's happening at the Ifo Southern Children's Park and it's 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day. It's the ultimate weekend marketplace. From fruits and vegetables to poultry, livestock and fish to agro-inputs and processing machinery. All at unbeatable farm gate prices. Whether you're selling or buying, this is your chance to connect, trade and grow. Enjoy the freshest farm produce, sizzling kebabs, and a vibrant marketplace atmosphere all in one space. Register now and secure your spot. Call 0558-973-973 for more information. AgriFair 2025, where culture meets innovation. The AgriFair 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM and is proudly sponsored by Horticulture Business Platform, Development Bank Ghana, Legacy Crop Improvement Center, Gressol, and the Ghana Exim Bank.
See, the way I've been suffering here. Finally, God has listened to my prayers. Let me tell you something. This interview I come to do, if you not get me, man, Ayuba already there. I did vibe as Ayuba. I want a nice looking lady. Nice one like that.
Get ready for all the shenanigans, the gossip, the gisting, and the jiving. The typical happenings at a Ghanaian pub, aka Sports.
Everything was sauce. Charlie, this one no suspicion. So good. As I said, the girl she get you. Hey, but just now, as they bring the truth, some scene will happen for the counter back there, man.
No, the girl I'm here with these guys trying to prepare a surprise proposal party for you.
And you are here chilling with this guy.
Don't miss this fun and engaging TV series, Junction 5, premiering on Wednesday, the 19th of November at 7:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
Hello there, grateful that you stayed on with us. This is Channel 1 Television. The show is Breakfast Daily and the segment is News Review. We're going to go into a conversation on some of the topical issues, bring you varying perspectives, and of course, invite you to join us via the WhatsApp number on your screens. Send us your thoughts, your comments, and contributions. We're also very active on socials. We're live on YouTube, very engaging on Instagram, and you can enjoy some video content from Channel 1 TV on TikTok as well. You can tweet at us on X, and of course drop a comment on Facebook. Let me say good morning to the gentlemen in the studio, and then we'll begin the conversation this morning. Dr. Dixon Adumaku Kisi is a former member of parliament for Anya Soto. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you.
Thank you.
Delali Sokbo is a member of the NDC's National Communications team. Delali, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Looking sharp.
Thank you.
And then we have Larry Dogbe. He's the managing editor of the Herald newspaper.
Oh,
Sir Larry. Oh, you've been looking to meet him.
I've been trying to put face to
now
the
you can put a face to the name.
He has more hair than us.
Very well. So let's stay in our lane.
Yeah, sure. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to have you, gentlemen.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, good morning.
All right, so let's go straight into it. In the early hours of yesterday, somewhere around 4 a.m., we picked information that there was a raid on the Abene Palace in Kwawu. Abene. In Kwawu. The Queen Mother was picked up. Then we understand the chief also went there, was picked up. Some gunshots were heard. Then after a few hours, IGP releases a statement ordering the release of the Queen Mother and the chief, and an investigation into the attack, or if you like, the raid on the palace. I've been trying to wrap my mind around it as to who sanctioned this action, how it was done on the blind side of an IGP who later orders the release and an investigation into same action. I don't know what the security system says or what the structures in there are, but maybe, Doc, you can help us how a situation like this can unfold.
So let me admit that I'm a coalman. It's very important.
Which of the towns are you from?
I'm from Impraiso.
Oh, okay.
But the Abene folks are the ones that install a chief.
Okay.
So
they're the kingmakers.
They're the king and queen makers.
Right.
Okay.
And let me admit that this woman has been at the helm of affairs for about 15 years. And she's actually the overall queen mother for Kwawu.
Okay.
So though there are many queens, she's the overall.
Like the paramount queen.
Yes. I mean, if
there's anything like that.
And she's been gazetted.
Very well.
And her grandfather was the Oman Hene at a point in time. And so the lineage, in terms of her royalness, is known. Now, there's been controversies with regards to the earlier Oman Hene. Before they installed the one before this one who's seated.
The Queen one.
Yes. There were controversies, and eventually they landed on the one before. And that one too didn't sit too well. And apparently, either one or two reasons, he was destood. And
the one seated?
No, not the one seated. The one before this one. So the stooling and the installation of a new Omahene has been a bit controversial. In the sense that most of the time, once you are made an Omahene, unless you don't conduct yourself well, it's something you hold till death.
Yeah.
But out of some of the things we heard from ADB in terms of a loan arrangement, either gone bad or whatever, I don't want to go into that matter.
Yeah.
But somehow, the man ended up being destooled. And you know, destoolment is not done by one person. It's done by quite an entourage or stakeholders within the land. And then, more importantly, even when you've been destooled, it is the Abene Queen Mother who would install the next person. So I think that it is very complicated, and whether we like it or not, because there's a chief of staff from Kwewu, it will interest him. And yesterday, I must admit, when I saw all of this, I then wept again with regards to Omane Boama, because he would have been also consulted if he was alive today. I mean, defense minister, huge portfolio. And this is bordering on security of the nation. And I want to use this opportunity to respectfully impress on the IGP's mind about the conduct of police. First of all, I think women should be arresting women.
Okay.
Women
should be arresting women.
Arresting women.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In the event of a female suspect who needs to be picked up.
Listen, if you are
Female
picking
officers.
up a queen,
yeah,
it shouldn't be male officers.
But what if the female surrounds herself with male bodyguards?
No, I'm saying the arrest. I'm not saying the processes. So you can go in there. I'll be very surprised if there was a female sergeant or something as part of the operations. That is what I'm saying. Yes, I think that. And then this still borders on one key issue: how we pick people up, how we arrest people. It is becoming troubling in this country, and people have rights. The key first question is, who gave the warrant? Who gave the authorization? Is it a court? Because police cannot just get up based on what I tell police to then just come and take anybody, and not just anybody, the Queen Mother of the land. I mean, and respectfully, you can't do this in Ashanti land. Neither can you do this even here in Gamashi. When a known gazetted Queen Mother, you just go and pick up 4 a.m. during her sleep. So this is an extension of the indiscipline for me in terms of our policing. And by extension, our military. And I really think that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, it is becoming a bit too much. You know, the MPP has been screaming about that procedure or process of just picking people up. We're not in a military or policing regime, no. That was in the past. We are now practicing democracy where all individuals have equal rights, and you are not guilty until proven. And as such, it is the integrity of policing that gives all of us protection in this country. When we respect men in uniform. And I always preach that, listen, last week or so, I said that before you shoot or disrespect a person in uniform, you should be very careful. And in as much as I'm fighting for people to respect the security services, they ought to conduct themselves well and appropriate. If they were doing this to please a certain element, and let me be very clear here, individuals contracting security personnel to do their bidding is a serious crime. You know, with regards to even land litigations in this country. It shouldn't be that court orders something, then somebody who thinks he has money can use the police and the military against a court order. These things happen a bit too much. And as we all know, I, on a personal note, based on the security analysis that have come out, in I think about 2 months ago, our security is dipping. And the indices for checking a country's security, you look at immigration officers who have been killed recently, you look at conflicts in the country, and you look at the tension situations. and anything that brings about tension in this country is unacceptable. So I would impress on the likes of our Chief of Staff, who's also a co-man. I believe he's either from Obo or Boming. I'm not too sure. But this is our Queen Mother. And when we devalue the stools in this country, then our moral codes, our culture, identity, listen to Mr. Speaker yesterday, becomes lost on us. And if you don't know your, as Bob Marley says, if you don't know where you're from, do you know where you're going? So, in summary, I'm deeply concerned about the conduct of our security services, the professional conduct of our security services, and the fact that we need to know that they are law enforcement and they don't work on their own to, you know, police cannot jail you. No, it is the, you know, the judge that orders, you know, a pickup, an arrest, all of these things. And I think that they need to educate we the public more, and then even they, the police, too, need some retraining.
Right.
You know, especially when you are doing paramount-related things, you know, and almost the young Kuala after the company for them. So eventually, president to be home, then any quote-unquote security personnel can just walk into president's house and I mean, based on,
I think that's
I'm saying based on what is happening now.
No, a similar thing happened in where is it, Haiti,
Sri Lanka?
No, Haiti actually. When they killed the president, you know, had the
So you know, as it's listen, it's like I said, they've been starting with picking up ordinary people. Now they've graduated to a Queen Mother. They've graduated. And if we don't instill discipline in our system, eventually, you know, or even Attorney General will be there, and without court order or warrant, somebody will come and pick him up. Or, what is even troubling is that people can work under the guise. Yesterday, when the report came, they said men dressed in police uniform. As if it's not police people. Please, are you understanding me? So that reportage...
That expression is used all the time.
Well, but my
it is.
My key point is
dangerous.
Larry,
yes, sir.
You may be home and armed robbers may come dressed
in police
uniform. How are you going to... The only thing that will give you some solace is when you see a warrant with a judge's stamp on it, and then you know that you know there's a magistrate ordering it.
Very well.
Yes.
I'll come to you on whether there's a returnee exile chief and what all of that means. But Larry, can anyone else give such orders aside the IGP? Because at the point we were told that even the Queen Mother and the chief were brought to Accra headquarters, but IGP is ordering their release. IGP is ordering an investigation into the action. So clearly it tells you that he was not aware of this action.
Good morning to our viewers. I had a relatively short time to prepare for this. And one of the things I would have done was to call, some contacts within the police service to find out who gave the order and the seeming confusion, over that.
Yeah.
But it's strange that the people dressed in police uniform went and picked up, the Queen Mother. And then the IGP...
the earlier report said abducted.
Okay. Well, we play with words. Sometimes when it's, it's on the other leg, you want to play with words that cast doubt. Men dressed in uniform is the same doubt that you want to, create in the minds of people.
Whether it's an officially sanctioned operation or otherwise.
So that is okay. Then the IGP will now be forced to come out to say that, something. Oh, those people who came, they were actually police officers. Abducted. Again, you don't want to say that arrest. Because then, if it's arrest, it connotes lawfulness. But when you use abduction, then it becomes, okay, then again, the authorities will come out to say that, something, it's not an abduction and that it's lawful. You get what it is. So, journalism, we play with words. And then for a certain effect. I'm sure some of those things were the things that got the IGP now to issue an official statement to say that.
To quickly clear the air.
Exactly. Yeah. But I am actually scandalized that we had to get to that level. You get it? Where a group will come and whether arrest or abduction or pickup or which other one can we?
Forceful.
Kidnap, removal, all those things. We don't have to get to this level. What it means is that another group could walk in and do,
under the guise.
Under the guise of them. Imagine, I was going to say something. I was going to relate this to Dagbon, when we had a similar issue. Where people claim that soldiers went there and then, did whatever they had to do with the previous Yana. Imagine this is what happened in this case, where people dressed in police uniform had walked in there, and then by the time they left, dead bodies were littered all over the place, including that of the, the lady. I'm sure we'll be speaking from the, from the wrong side of
because we heard there were some gunshots actually.
Yes, you get it. In the afternoon, I saw a video of somebody described as a chief who was on the sitter.
He's on Manhini.
That is on Manhini.
That's a real chief.
Yes.
Oh.
Foko.
Is he different from the one who was a board chair of?
This is the new one after the board chair.
Okay. So what is the status of that? That case now.
Well, as it stands now, the land has installed this man.
Okay, and it's the Queen Mother who installed it.
And it's the Queen Mother.
Okay, so the board chair is completely off.
Distilled.
So this operation, who was it to favor?
Well, if you look at it from my side, I mean, based on what I'm seeing, it likely would have been originated from the previous chief.
Meaning there's a crisis.
No, I mean, he's creating, once you are distilled.
So I'm saying that meaning there's a crisis.
Chieftaincy.
Yes, he doesn't want to go down peacefully. Yeah. So you see where we are heading.
He's reported to have been there during this operation.
Well, like I said, my point is that the security services, their professionalism, and the key thing is that this is necessarily not ordered by a court.
So for me, I'm asking these things just to get clarity. It's obvious that he is the one who engineered this particular.
When you read some of the reports, it's been said that he led.
He led it.
And so that is what the report.
That's the suggestion we get. The impression it creates.
No, I'm just referencing the reports. Exactly.
Because I'm from there, so I don't want to appear.
Listen, the truth is one. Whether if he did it, he did it. Because obviously this hasn't been sanctioned. For the whole IGP to come out issuing these orders,
exactly.
I mean, it's quite dirty.
Yeah.
It's serious.
Serious.
It's serious. Because there's DISEC, which is the district you get that would have sanctioned this.
Yeah.
There's RedSec.
Exactly. Then the RedSec would also have done that.
Spoke to the MC who was not aware of this.
You get it. So people dressed in police uniform, carrying guns, Sally, they could have done anything.
Or use the word wielding guns.
Well, and maybe machetes. Okay, they could have done anything and gotten away with it. We have to be very careful. We have to, and you know, chieftaincy matters are very delicate.
Yeah.
There's this argument that one of the reasons for our underdevelopment is the fact that, you know, we have created pockets of, you know, power bases all over, and the chieftaincy institution is one. There are claims that during the Nkrumah, you know, regime, one of the issues he had was that he was, you know, trying to do away with the chieftaincy, you know, thing a bit. So he ran into conflict with the Ashantis and many times, you know, over. And so his overthrow had some level of chieftaincy element, if you like, you get it. Now, it comes with emotions. People are so, you know, stuck to their tradition. So issues like this could create, you know, a national security problem.
Yeah. They could blow up.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, what prevented whoever, if it was properly sanctioned, they would have called the Queen Mother and said, oh, you know, yeah, Auntie, please, so and so, we are investigating this and that we would want you here. You know, we can even get, you know, a dispatch rider to come and lead you, to escort you from wherever to wherever, so that we do this nice. Or we are even coming to you because we don't want this whole thing to arouse any, you know, emotional whatever. So then we are coming to you to speak to you, you know, behind closed doors.
In fact, let me cheat and say that I was there for the Akwesidaya.
Oh, okay.
So I went to her house.
Okay.
And then I went to the chief's place as well.
Yeah.
This is just last week Sunday.
Okay.
So I was in Bukua, Kutuso, you know, in the environs. And Kutuso, maybe you might be familiar with. It's like border with Afram Plains.
Okay.
And I'm supposed to be going there for fish one of these Tuesdays. I
see.
hear
We'll go
if
with
you
you.
go on a Tuesday at 4 a.m. You know, when they come from their flower end, my goodness, lots of fantastic fish. And it's a good place. Kutusu is a fantastic place for distillery.
What's the name?
Kutusu.
Okay. What's the meaning?
Okutuad, yes. and then Bukua also is a tourist place. It has this rock thing. I mean, that's one of the...
There's a tourism potential.
Tourism place.
Okay. Right. No, Kwewu is a very beautiful
Indeed.
I've had, you know, several interactions with people from the Kwewu enclave. I mean, they are beautiful people. They are women, you know, very good. Oh, yeah. No, well, women, I'm saying this because I was in school with a couple of them. And I do with a couple of, you know, many of them.
Very well.
I mean, you see.
He's a fine man.
I'm a nice
nice guy.
Anyway,
nice guy. So I think that we should, there's sometimes some of these assurances of investigations don't go, we don't get to hear them.
Yeah.
Oh, we are investigating. The other day, a journalist was beaten. We are investigating.
Nothing has
Swale was killed. We are investigating.
We are still investigating.
Yes. Who else? So many other things we are investigating, particularly when it involves
even
police officers.
recently, Galamsey, Esutifri North.
Yes, we are still investigating.
Yeah.
Our investigations never
end.
And Collins has not come back to the country.
Well,
for us to take a statement.
Well,
has he come to the country?
I don't know about
he
that.
is in the country.
Oh, I see.
He is in the country.
But we are investigating.
Yes, we are investigating. I mean, we are.
Upon his return, he was scheduled to do a press conference. The media got ready, and then for whatever reason, he was called off.
Yeah.
Well, we are investigating.
We are investigating.
If you are under investigation, how do you go and do press?
Yes, you get
press
it.
conference?
You know,
your first place you should have gone to is the police station to make a statement.
Particularly when somebody is, you know, has been put before court. You get it.
Oh, but a former CJ was before a committee, but did the press conference.
Well.
No, I'm just saying.
So
I think Kwewu, you guys, when it comes to business, people look up to you guys.
Yeah.
So much industry from there. You know, you go to Abosokan, everywhere, you know. You listen, these guys are people that you need to study.
Our focus is on Laja.
You get it.
And you see, Laja doesn't like noise.
Yes, I mean, you hear so much about this. You hear so much about this people. For me, you come out as kind of
Industrious.
special. Yes.
Yeah.
And so hearing stories like this, chieftaincy
serious.
crisis could just destroy the beauty that comes out of that area. And you guys will have to do something about it. Again, then they equip him, they equip him too. There's some chieftaincy matter brewing over there that all this must be addressed, and then the Boku crisis and all those things. Some of those chieftaincy-driven crises are becoming one too many that we need to address. Yeah.
Very well. Delali, let's hear from you on this particular matter.
You know the meaning of Delali?
No.
He will tell
you. Good morning and good morning to your charity
Yeah,
viewers
good morning.
and to my big brothers. First of all, there's something that is agitating my mind. I'm not even interested to go into the nitty-gritty of the matter. One, I'm not abreast of what the facts are. I'm not privy to the history, how they goes about to select their chiefs and what have you. For me, what is even more important for me is about how the security services carry this particular operation.
Yeah.
The statements coming from the IGP confirm one thing, that the Inspector General of Police of the Ghana Police Service was not aware. It's also obvious.
Perhaps not in control.
You see, it raises a lot of questions. A lot of questions. And you see, assuming, granted without even admitting, that this was even a court order. See, arresting a queen mother, it's not the same as arresting a petty thief. Even if you are arresting somebody who is a youth leader within a particular community, there are a lot of processes that you need to go through. Because you appreciate the fact that arresting this individual could escalate.
Yeah.
You see, so sometimes, even if you are arresting somebody who holds no position within a court, but very influential, there are processes that you go through because you see, you don't want to create chaos in that particular environment. Now, are we saying, see, I'm watching a video. I think the current chief, the one sitting on the floor, with police, the presence of the police. I could see police pickups and what have you. And you ask yourself, are we saying that one, the Inspector General of Police is not aware of it? Are we saying that there's not an intelligence division as far as the Ghana Police Service is concerned? Or is it a case that I've read some article somewhere that was uttered by somebody? Creating an impression that there's an individuals within the police service who are trying to undermine the Inspector General of Police. Because like my brothers have said, if you want to arrest a queen mother, see, you can even invite a queen mother. That, listen, these are issues. We want to have a conversation with you. If there are issues that, if Warwan's here coming along with even lawyers so that she'll be able to respond to some of the questions which have certain legal implications, she'll be able to do that. And even looking at the time of the arrest, 4 a.m.
Yeah.
How?
Is she running away somewhere?
You see, this.
How old is she?
You see.
Oh, she's in her 60s.
You see. I am a government communicator. I'll be brutally honest with you. See, these are some of the things that we spoke against during the era of President Nadu Dankwa. This level of impunity, we don't want to replicate under President John Dramani Mahama. You see, it doesn't send a good message. It doesn't create a good image about the government. See, you have a chief of staff of the president that comes from that particular enclave.
So people could end up
What was
blaming
his
him.
level of involvement?
People could end up blaming him.
What was the level of his involvement? And you see, it must not be business as usual.
Yeah.
That we are conducting an investigation. See, those who are found culpable should be dealt with according to the dictates of the law. See, I am saying that, see, if you sample the views of the people that are lining up to join the police service, it's just a way to escape unemployment, not necessarily because they are passionate to contribute a quota to the Ghana Police Service. I'm telling you, sample almost 80% of the people who have queued to join the Ghana Police Service is because there's a magnitude of unemployment in this country, and for that matter, they feel that is the only way we'll be able to escape the unemployment, what we call it, this thing.
Basket.
You see, so that is why I'm so much happy about the current finance minister, a lot of policies that is being rolled out to create employment for our teaming youth out there. Because you see, the police service, see, they must know in this modern day and age, gone are the days that you can just go and arrest somebody. Before we get to know about it, it'll be about man time. Because once you're even arrested, effecting the arrest, there are a lot of people with the cameras all over taking a shot of it. By the time you are done with the arrest and get to back to the police station, it's all over. And you see, once you do that, you create a lot of bad image for the government. So, as we speak, because per the statements of the Ghana, the IGP, it means probably even the National Security was unaware. The man who is the chairman of the District Security Council, per his interview that he's granted, he said he wasn't aware. You are undertaking an operation within his jurisdiction, and he's not aware about it. And look at, you see, so this is a queen mother, we are told that, I mean, she's been a queen mother for 15 solid years. Gazetted.
Jimfua the third.
You understand? So for me, honestly speaking, I think with the greatest respect to the IGP, we must see a certain actions being taken to deal with these police officers. And you see, these police officers who undertook this particular operation, they did not do it out of their own volition and what have you. They were instructed, they were directed by another senior police officer.
Who's taking something?
You understand what I'm saying? Because you see, the issue about chieftaincy, it's a very sensitive matter. We are currently being engulfed with the issue about Boko because of chieftaincy. Almost all the pockets of issues that we are currently being confronted with, it's about chieftaincy. Because see, let's be honest to ourselves. All of us, we are proud of where we are coming from. True. I would not be happy if I see my chief basically sitting on the bare floor. I would not be happy about it. I mean, if you have even the two chiefs, right? I don't want to go into who is qualified. I'm not even interested in. The point is, when there are issues, there's House of Chiefs. National Security can exercise certain discretion when it comes to chieftaincy matter, because eventually the ripple effect, it affects the security of this country. So when you invite the two individuals, and another person feel aggrieved related to the fact that the way I was with these two was illegal, was unconstitutional, the avenue is there. That is the court. Right? I mean, if you want to settle within the context of the chieftaincy, he should do it. But you see, this Rambo style, this is very inconsistent with the personality of President John Dramani Mahama. And these are the very things we spoke against when we were in opposition. And I, Delali, will not sit down here and defend this. Because for me,
it doesn't look like it was sanctioned by the government, does it?
That's what I'm saying, but eventually, it creates a very bad image about the government. I mean, my big brother Larry, he understands. My big brother Larry understands the ethos of government. He will be able to. But the ordinary person out there will say, okay, fine, this was even sanctioned. For instance, somebody can even come to the conclusion that the other chief was still during President Nana Danko Akufo-Addo era. Is that not it? And for that matter, even make a certain inference. But what I'm just saying is this. The things that we witnessed under President Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, the impunity, we don't want it to replicate under a personality like His Excellency President John Dramani. He's a man that epitomizes peace.
So if I understand you, as for Dramani Mahama, he's not aware of this. No, I'm just trying to. But Nanado, he was aware.
What I'm saying is this.
Help me understand that.
What I'm saying is this. You see, when it comes to, as I speak to you now, I mean, I remember during the era of President Nana Danko, when it happens, right? Certain references were made in respect to a particular minister. As to whether there was a validity in respect to that claim or not, I don't know.
Which one? Is it the Equiapem matter?
Exactly. You understand?
I think there were videos of
exactly. So
fascinating.
Exactly. So
and then Victor Newman, the late, and many others who.
So what I'm saying is this.
That was first
what I'm saying is this.
That was the first term. And then the second term, what happened?
What I'm saying in concluding, I've always said that one of the reasons today, when you see President Mahama, even sometimes people say, this is a man that has an absolute majority in parliament. But his demeanor, his composure, his posture, it's a resemblance of somebody that epitomizes humility. Somebody who respects, right, the dignity of the Ghanaian people. Somebody who has demonstrated that in spite of the power that he wields, right, he will not in any way undermine, right, the constitution and the constitution of the Republic of Ghana. So I want every state actor, appointee of President John Dramani Mahama, With Inspector General of Police, I know Mr. Yohunu. I mean, I've had a couple of encounters. He's a very fine, what they call police officer. He's a man of dignity, and I know that is why he has issued statement. And I have every confidence in him that he will make sure the perpetrators of this particular, what they call operation, that he has come out to issue a statement that he's unaware of it, will be dealt with.
We need to know the names.
Well, absolutely. I mean, all of us will be making. Will obviously,
we
be
need
making
to know
a
the
follow-up,
names.
right?
I'll personally take this up very seriously.
Obviously, we'll be making what do you call it? We'll be making a follow-up to ensure that the people are dealt with. Because for me, like I've always said, we preach to Ghanaians that we are going to reset Ghana. Resetting Ghana means the things that happened in the past. We will not see a glimpse of that same thing replicating itself under His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama.
Very well. I would like to say this, and I agree with Dixon that we need to know the names. It's not enough to just issue a statement, distancing yourself from it. I know the IGP wants to stay, in office, wants a contract.
An extension.
An extension. And so sometimes it has become, his role has been, how do I put this? He's becoming too friendlier. Okay.
He can bite.
Thank you. Yes, he
Familiarization.
Thank you. He can't bite. He can't bite. But now, he should have. Yeah,
because he would need support.
I think by
December, he should be out.
Yeah, he should be out. I think by this time he shouldn't have even proceeded on.
Get it done right.
Yeah, he should even have proceeded on terminal leave by now per his,
But he has to do it right. His reputation will be
precisely.
tied to this.
So
I will make sure.
Before you even issued a statement, I think that this is obvious. Who was there?
Yeah.
There was normally they would have. I think they would have used an official car.
Yes.
Who watch the videos?
Who check the number of that?
The signal. Where is the signal?
Exactly.
Who issued the signal?
Who drove this particular car to where? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Officer A, where were you at this time?
Yeah.
Do you understand? And then give me a list of all the people,
who you did the operations with.
Exactly. And you'd have noticed, and quickly
and we don't want the small boys, so we want the big
quickly
guys
interdict
those who sanctioned the operation.
As for the small policemen, when you say
following
go,
orders.
They go.
Listen,
those who give the orders is what we're talking about.
You see what the military has done with the Stampede?
Yeah.
Within hours, the colonel had been interdicted. Or he has been removed. Exactly, step aside and another officer.
And this military guy who went to slap people at the pharmacy.
Yeah.
He's been dealt with.
Okay. So, you need to quickly do that. If the soldiers are doing it, the police should even do better because they interact with every,
public.
The public.
The police is your friend.
Supposed to be.
You get it.
Service with integrity.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. They change it from force to a service.
A service with integrity.
So they are service providers. They need, So interdict these people. That is the only way, and that you are boosting the confidence of people.
Yeah.
And not just, we are investigating. We are investigating. Able Kuma, they said you are investigating. Still, we haven't gotten any. The police officer who slapped the journalist.
Yeah. But he was interdicted.
And then beyond the interdiction, that was assault.
Yeah.
Do you understand? That was assault. You don't just interdict.
Somebody's just taking pictures.
Yes.
Then you slap him.
Yeah.
What rights do you have?
And like the colleagues were actually talking to the person who came from the side.
And like the Lally said, a lot of people are going into the service. Okay? And they are only going to look for jobs. It's not passion driven.
It's a bread and
it is not that they are coming to serve.
So to add to this, please, I think that, like I said, how the security services are picking people up, we need to look at it carefully. And they need to brief us, the public, about it. And then they need to retrain their own people as to the things that needs to be done, cross-checked, before you step out there to just go and pick up anybody. And in this case, not just anybody, a queen mother.
They are quick to cover their own. Anytime they fall short of, expectations. They are quick to cover, and then they, we are investigating. As if we are kids. I'm saying the man is becoming too friendly. Listen, if reset. You don't, keep the same person there for the same, thing and expecting a different result. You get what I'm saying? I mean, no, they could have killed a woman.
Yeah.
Anything could have happened. And then that gun would have, or the guns that they took there would have killed anybody and would have been here saying we are sorry. And it would have come under President Mahama, as Eladi said, that under him, the Kwewuhima or the Kwewuhini was killed. And listen, this thing will live with you for the rest of your life.
The bullets they discharged all have to be accounted.
Exactly.
Very well, very well. I mean, we all agree that to pick someone such as a criminal, there are so many levels you have to clear. I mean, the order will have to come from somewhere. There's a regional minister in charge of RECSEC.
And even the
approach and everything. So, I mean,
the Ashanti Hima.
Yeah, the right thing needs to be done. There's a message from Aminu in Sanwo who says chieftaincy issues in Ghana are gradually becoming an albatross around our nation's neck if they haven't already. It is shocking that despite running a chieftaincy ministry as part of our governance system, disputes continue to arise. Is this because the ministry repeatedly fails under successive regimes, or is the very architecture of the institution flawed and in need of reform? These are some salient questions. I'm sure we'll avert our minds to it going forward. But anyway, yesterday, Paul Bafo-Boni was sworn in as the Chief Justice. We've all seen the processes leading to this and all the drama that characterized it. We saw a vetting whose opening remarks by the minority took about 3 hours, even before the vetting itself started. So, Larry, if you look at the Chief Justice and how he's expected to dispense of his duties as the number one arbiter or provider of justice in this country, all that surrounded the processes leading to his swearing in and all. And I don't know if you listened to his speech yesterday and his promise to serve with integrity. What kind of Chief Justice do you see in Paul Bafo-Boni?
Thank you. I think he's been acting for how many?
For about 6 months.
6 months
or so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's given us a glimpse of what he's capable of. I don't think there has been any controversy in that, area.
Discharge of his duties.
He's been diligent so far. He's been engaging as well. I think he was with even the GJ
the GJ Awards in
Awards.
Kumasi.
Yeah, exactly. Hardly do you see Chief Justices, being that friendly and open, to people like that. I am encouraged that with his confirmation, he will do more, than he has done so far. You get it? I'm saying this also that I'm not expecting, anything overwhelming, because he has a very, a limited time, just about a year or under 1 year, to achieve anything, significant and meaningful. Now, as Chief Justice, you are wearing 2 caps. One is your adjudication duties, where you are in charge of the courts. You do the empaneling and all that comes before you. There are times when you yourself would even want to preside over some of the cases. If it's delicate or it's policy driven, you want to be there and help shape whatever it is that you want to do. And so that is one cap. The other cap is his administrative duties. Okay, where his policy direction as the head of the judiciary, that critical arm of government would also come to play. That's supposed to be the third one, isn't it? But very crucial, because whatever he does can affect everybody. Okay, so he's very powerful, or the role is very powerful. Again, I'm not expecting anything significant, but whatever he does could just, be the starting point towards, a bigger thing when whoever takes over from him in no time. So I'm not expecting much, but I'm expecting that he will start something that can eventually lead to all the things that we're talking about. Mindful of the fact that we have had a couple of chief justices all over, claims about them. Others, petitions were raised. They, it was thrown away. Others, petitions were raised, and then that led to their removal.
Yeah.
So he would have to be mindful of that. If somebody has suffered that thing, you should also be careful as to how what you do.
Yeah.
You don't interfere in judicial matters. You don't transfer people based on punitive, using punitive measures to do that. You anger people. Now, all the things that you need to do shouldn't be arbitrary. Should be transparent. You shouldn't run into conflict with somebody like was the gentleman who petitioned for Daniel.
the Whitechapel guy.
Yeah, the Whitechapel guy. For me, he set a precedence that could guide every chief justice. Okay, a precedent has been set. Now you hear President Mahama talking about the fact that he wouldn't interfere in the matters of the judiciary, and that you have an open field to do that. But whatever you do should be such that people should build confidence in the judiciary. We've had issues where people had complained that judgments are not going according to precedents, that we are not building upon the successes of the of yesteryears, of the Olenus, of the Apalus, of the Akufados of old, and Philip Archer, and then to some extent Justice Aban and many others, and that we are deviating from all that to a point where 7 judges or 9 judges were thinking alike. Unanimous word.
Unanimous.
Even twins born on the same day from the same womb, from the same mother, have divergent views. But it came
not always.
Is that
not always?
Oh yeah, it always come when they unite when they are fighting. They are fighting somebody else, or you are attacking. But very often they have their own independent views as to how things should happen. You get it? But we got to that point where people were asking questions that, listen, at least write something so that law students will read one day and say that, oh, your decision was better. Your dissenting decision was better, were more cogent. There were instances where dissenting views eventually even became the law.
Affirmative action.
Is that okay? Thank you.
Roe versus Wade.
Okay.
Those who dissented, now Trump is doing that for them.
Okay.
You understand? So times do change.
Yes, I mean, just Lord Denny had various judgments where he dissented from the majority, and his views became whatever became the law.
And then sometimes you who dissent can then even become a proponent of what you dissent.
When
you become aware
of the facts. You see, so he should bring beauty. He should bring glory. He should bring honor to the role. Okay, so that this back and forth, people will say that he was a better choice.
Well, Delali, how should, just as Larry has established, is the conduct in office and this, if you like, perceived waning of trust in the judiciary. How do you expect Paul Bafubodi to conduct himself to bring back this trust?
Yeah, okay. So first of all, it's at a point in time when the petition was triggered relative to the removal of the former Chief Justice. I mean, once you take your time and you sample commentary on various social media platforms, I mean, especially, for instance, if TV3, if let's say CTTV is basically Channel 1 is discussing issues about the Chief Justice, and you read a commentary, it was pretty obvious that Ghanaians overwhelmingly was basically in support of the removal of the Chief Justice. I mean, the angle that I actually pick it from. And you see, Ghanaians are not oblivious of the happenings as far as the judicial system, as it were, presided over by the former Chief Justice. Ghanaians were aware about the kind of injustices that, I mean, were meted out to ordinary Ghanaians and what have you not. You see, I always say one thing. I mean, at a point in time, my dad, happened to be, my late dad happened to be a police officer. I mean, one time he said that sometimes common sense supersedes law. Sometimes common sense supersedes law. Because, you see, for instance, I mean, there are a couple of issues that even though somebody might not be a lawyer, but the person will be able to decipher and come to the conclusion that this is absolutely unfair. I mean, Ghanaians became aware about the ordeal somebody like Dr. Opuni went through. I mean, at a point in time, just judges were changed overnight. I mean, you see, I've always said one thing that, like Martin Amola said one thing. He said, they came for the Jew. I didn't utter a word because I wasn't a Jew. They came for the socialists. I kept mute because I wasn't a socialist. They came for the trade unionists. I didn't speak. I didn't utter a word because I wasn't a trade unionist. And finally they came for me, and there was nobody to speak for me.
That's like the Queen Mother issue, you see.
That's why you are speaking for her now. That's why you are speaking for her now.
They went for her.
Eventually,
you are speaking for.
They'll come for you. So you are speaking for her now.
You see, so if you're a citizen of this country, and you notice that Dr. Opuni has been subject to such an ordeal, that at a point in time, the judge that was presiding over the case went on retirement. Another judge comes and says, listen, I want to be a witness. I want to study the case. I want to study even the... Because see, dog, there are instances when you are talking to me and I'm lying. You could see from my body language that I'm lying. Is that not true? So they just said, listen, I want to witness. I want to study. I want to start from afresh.
You know, let me cut in a bit. You know the Opuni trial? I followed it. I went to court. Listen, I mean, you laugh your head off when you see state officials lying. State officials, they were lying because... Oh, yeah.
In front of a judge.
In front of a judge. And anyway, so I mean, lying. There were instances where some witnesses were to come. They said, listen, this thing, I can't come and lie because the man is not what you are portraying him to be. Then they go and bring about 3 or 4 subordinates. Then, but before he will come, he had been elevated over his boss.
Because of the lie?
Oh, yeah. Why? So there were instances where retirees were brought from retirement and reinstated as heads of institutions just to have Opuni prosecuted. It was that bad.
Is it?
You are telling me.
No,
so ask Dummy. It was bad.
It was only natural for. It was only natural for the new
judge shopping.
Exactly. It was only natural for the new judge to say, "Listen, I want to start
the case afresh."
That was judge shopping, eh?
Exactly, because I want to study the body language, the demeanor, the disposition of the witness in question when they are being cross-examined. On that basis, that judge was transferred. I mean, see, we have an instances in this country when you are traveling. Which document do you travel with?
The passport.
The passport, indicating that you are Ghanaian. At a point in time, passport was rendered useless. That we cannot even use passports as a primary source document to register to cast a vote in an election. And you think you need a rocket scientist, you need somebody who is ordaining to understand that this is not law? Is this law? Tell me, is this law?
Capriciousness.
Fine, whether whimsical, capricious,
and the law is the law.
And the law is the law. At the end of the day, the law is the law.
You see, and I have heard my colleague from the MPP said, "Oh, I mean this and what? I mean this petitioners and what have you." See, let me ask you. Let me ask you. I mean, you are a journalist. I mean, do you know the petitioners who petition against Salotose?
Against who?
Salotose. Yeah.
Yes, we know Maswelo Pokwaji, who acted as lawyer for the petitioners.
You see, at a point in time, the very petition they sent to the president was not signed.
Yeah.
They called them to come and sign.
No, they said there were some mistakes. There's no Maswelo
Beji. Sometimes I think. If you read the question is, can the Chief Justice be removed? The answer is yes.
Yes.
The combined provision of Article 146, Clause 6 to 10, what are the what do you call the grounds upon which a chief misbehavior? Is that not it? Incompetence, her inability to function. Was there a petition to that effect? Yes. What did the president do? According to Article 146, he's a conveyor belt. Is that not it? To the Council of State.
As and when he chooses.
Exactly.
Is that as and when he chooses?
see, the president.
Because he has discretionary powers.
Oh, not really. Akufo-Addo coaches.
Why?
Akufo-Addo chose not to convey.
We all know the
but somebody else.
So somebody else conveyed.
No, Akufo-Addo conveyed.
He conveyed and no prima facie was established.
That was a different.
The point is simple. What President Mahama have done, that is what when he asks any lawyer within the MPP, at no point can they reference any constitutional breach. They can't. What they basically tout is emotional tantrum. Oh, wait, no. I mean, we are removing a woman, and sometimes I keep on asking, what's that?
I feel like to say bona fide.
Yeah.
You understand? So you see, I mean, for me, for the current Chief Justice, see, the reason why Ghanaians have so much confidence in him, because we don't want a replication or repetition of what happened in Saul. We don't want it. We don't want an instances an MP will go through an ordeal like this man, the Justice Kwesi was subjected to. We don't want to see something like that. We don't want what happened to Dr. Opuni. For me, sitting down here, if any appointee of the SWAL administration is subject to the very ordeal that Dr. Opuni got, I'll speak so strongly against it.
Because I have a simple question.
Yeah.
Was this current CJ?
Yeah.
Paul Bafubon?
Yeah.
Part of the unanimous FC?
Was he part of what the unanimous FC? Was he even part of the, what do you call it, the panel? I don't know.
Was he being panel?
No, actually,
let's check the judges.
No, I don't know.
No, I think at his vetting, he said for close to a year he was not being panel.
I mean, as for the way some of the people, I mean, on the bench were treated. I mean, by the former.
Very well.
You see,
very well. You learn from me. Let me take a break.
As for the way some of the, what do you call it, the people on the bench, some of them were treated, were profiled, were treated by the former chief. It's the least said about it, the better.
Right.
But what I'm saying is this: the current Chief Justice must bear in mind, it doesn't matter who ox is called, right? You see, a judge is just like a thin god, because an action of a judge can convict somebody, right? That will impair somebody's freedom. So you see, it's not the mere fact that you are sitting there as a judge, it means that you must be meticulous. That's why President Mahama, and I have so much confidence in President Mahama. President Mahama will not be calling the Attorney General and said by hook or crook, this person must go to jail. like we saw in the case of, what do you call it?
Things happen though.
See, on that
Delali, you heard the phone call.
Oh, I said, see, Jakpa issue. I was in court on that day. I mean, see, some of the things that we witnessed, Doc himself, Doc is and if you have started having an encounter with Doc, on several platforms. He's one of the finest brains within the NPP. That is why, for me, I am surprised. It's just like when they change, it's just like, selling your color TV and going for what they call a black and white TV. I don't know the current MP for your constituency. Because I've not heard about him.
Let me take a break. Let me take a break. We'll come back where you are treading in slippery grounds. So let me take a break. When we come back, we'll deal with the matter of the CJ. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Authentic and one Franco Black Friday. Aha dear, ye can say ya titi near maswa. Ampa near titi so. Every 24th, equals 28th of November, ye mau equals 40% discount. And we near when so. Say yes, smartphones and accessories, laptops, CCTV cameras, smart TVs, air conditioners, washing machines, microwaves, blenders. Na say a bunny stove in swa, ye would gas and electric, and ye would gas in Kwanso, a woho. Ain't you ye day? To no memory can echo your shop and what Ghana half an ebia. Neko Pebito, who bet to lose what download a Franco trading app no, or Google Play Store and our Apple App Store. Say ye come Black Friday, and one Noale Franco.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the winner, President and Chair of the Board of the Trade Finance Bank of Africa, Afrexim Bank, Professor Benedict O. Rama.
In navigating financial challenges in our region for sustainable development, when we look at challenges, we also know that challenge is one side of a coin. You have challenges, we also have opportunities. And that is why Afrexim Bank has grown the fastest in times of crisis.
I also thank organizers for considering me worthy of this prestigious award, which I will cherish all through my life.
The Africa Prosperity Champions Awards APCA and Presidential Gala Dinner unites visionaries from heads of state, business leaders, social change makers to innovators to celebrate African excellence in order to encourage a new generation of leaders. More than an awards ceremony, this event declares that Africa's narrative is one of triumph and prosperity. We celebrate a new story where African solutions guide us forward. Each honor exemplifies the vast potential of our continent. The fourth edition of the Africa Prosperity Champions Awards and Presidential Gala Dinner takes place on February 6, 2026 at the Kempinski Gold Coast Hotel in Accra, Ghana. To attend, you may contact +233 536 098325 or send an email to protocol@africaprosperity.network. You may also visit africaprosperitynetwork.com for your tickets now.
Love the Premier League? Your DSTV premium subscription could get you there in real life, Charlie. Stay connected for your chance to watch the Premier League live. Man U versus Man City at Old Trafford or Arsenal versus Man U in London. Stay connected to score with DSTV Premium. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame? As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
I'm
the second coming.
Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late, of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Yeah, you go be the luckiest. Go be from Georgia, be luckiest. From not the pure, cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're lucky, everybody go be that luckiest.
God, Kwame!
Send your God down for boom. If you're poor, what's that? So would the coming of the Son of Man be. Hey. Is that his car?
Ha! Even now, your shadow the way designer.
I use my own mouth to reject him. Oh, this is my mouth. Look at that.
Kwame, my son. Now, tell me the truth. How did this all happen?
Oh, mommy, simple direction. Mr. Good Luck no check me well.
Yeah, man. Easy car. Or dial star 712 hash.
The devil is a liar.
He picked his ticket and entered his lucky 5-digit number.
I'm his birthday.
Oh, how romantic.
And he followed the prompts. Yes. And then boom. Confirmation test.
One quick, pick 5 numbers for me, okay? I'm feeling like studying.
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the
You see how they love you now?
Yo, baby, our family Pemasimo. Before December, may release a motivational album. Patapa, my super.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
You're welcome back. This is Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 Television. We're having the news review segment. There's a quick message from Tomla in Mankranso. And he says it's quite refreshing to see the judiciary, which is the anchor of our democracy, being positively reset and sanitized. Justice will no longer be the preserve of only the ruling class and the most powerful, as witnessed in the past 8 years. Congratulations, CJ Bafoboni. And he says, hashtag the law is the law. Right. Keep your messages coming in. But let me go to Doc on his thoughts on Justice Paul Bafoboni.
Before that, I have this to say. The 2020 election petition hearing, I think had judges such as Justice Mariama Owusu, and then Justice Gertrude Tokono. Then you have Justice Yao Apau. Yes, he's retired. And then Justice Samuel Manfosao. And then Abayate Ofoi Amegacha, and then Professor Ni Ashi Kote. Okay. So Bafoboni wasn't part of it.
Mafosa was the one who even at a point he went to actually read from his own book.
Yeah.
He said, no, I've disowned my own.
Very well, Doc. Your thoughts.
Tokono was all over the place.
Yeah. Instrumental.
Instrumental. Loud.
So, admittedly, there's been some brouhaha leading up to the nomination and now confirmation of our current Chief Justice. As a person within the MPP fraternity, as it stands now, it's the office we need to respect.
True.
No matter all the nuances before, now that he holds that office, I think the most appropriate thing is to afford or accord him the respect of what he holds now. And to borrow from the former National Security Minister, it is important that our former
Kandapa.
It's important that justice delivered should bode well with the impressions of the citizenry.
Right.
And sometimes we need to be mindful of the sentiments on the ground. Hence, in some cases, even sentencing is done with serious care with regards to how the populace feel. I think that a former president has been sentenced to death in absentia in one of these countries. Is it Indonesia or Congo or where?
Yes,
Congo.
Yeah.
And if you read the sentiments on the ground, you can understand that if the sentence had been anything less than that, some people may have rushed into the courtroom based on the happenings that led to the death of many young people in the country. So I would wish the new CJ well, and in as much as there were many controversies, in the interest of this country, he should fight still again for the liberty of the judiciary, so as to not be seen to be working under the control of the executive. I am troubled, as I've always said, that the three branches of governance or government need to be independent. And for that reason, I felt that if there was too much influence in the executive's engineering of a new Chief Justice, that Chief Justice may be perceived to be under the influence of the executive. So the current Chief Justice has a bit of a challenge to prove to many that he'll dial the justice and deliver it as it is shown on many law books, balancing act of, justice and what I think is...
This is justice.
No, the rights.
Rights and, justice, yeah. So there should be a balancing act. And this time he has a huge balancing act of showing that MPP NDC cases are handled fairly. And I think that is the least we'll demand of him. I also think that he has to work as hard as possible to decolor the judiciary. And what I mean by that is that truly judges may be aligned to one party or the other, but he has to take out the political coloration of judges and to reorient the country's judiciary to that place where when they sit in that chair, they will exercise their duty to the best of their ability and knowledge, and not necessarily under the guise of fighting a cause for one party or one person. He has a huge work to do, looking at some of the issues that have come up. In all of this too, I think that one very important aspect is the independence of the judiciary, so that this Rambo-style removal of the former Chief Justice will not be done again.
It was done in Rambo style.
Well, I mean, that's the most appropriate way.
The Constitution makes provisions for the removal of a CJ.
The beauty of using the law to do unlawful things is very fantastically and can be achieved in many ways. As the Voltaireans will tell you, there are so many ways to kill a cat.
You legalize an illegality to achieve a legality.
I say that the Voltaireans will tell you there are so many ways to what?
To kill a cat.
This is Ashantis are eating the cats more than we the Voltaireans.
They've taken over.
I didn't say you eat. I said there are so many ways to kill.
No, because we kill to eat.
Oh, really?
We don't kill to treat. No.
So there were so many ways to, as it is, not execute, but remove.
But Justice Tokonu is not done. She has at least 2 cases in different courts. ECOWAS, human rights.
My key point, as it stands now, we have a new Chief Justice. Whether you keep fighting and keep fighting on, ECOWAS has very little bearing on the jurisdiction we are in when it comes to Chief Justice.
In other words, the case is dead on arrival.
And let's be very straightforward with but I like that she's fighting on. It preserves still the future removal. That it should be very difficult to remove any Chief Justice. It should be. And I think that my biggest worry is that in the future, any president, if we're not careful, might use this as the yardstick or as the precedent for removing another Chief Justice who may be seeming to be putting the executive in check. So, Mr. Bafo Bone, fantastic name.
Justice Paul Bafo.
Let me add that. But every justice, if male, is still a Mr. I mean, to some large extent. So, respectfully, we welcome him in his new role. Though there were controversies, as it stands now, we have to respect the office he holds. And my fight in all of this for Tokonu was about the fact that that office she held had to be respected and should not be subjected to any sort of petitions or petition. You understand? It takes some kinds of petition to remove a Queen Mother.
We're going back there.
Or this too.
Today's the Queen Mother's Day.
We're going back there.
So whatever should be done should be very substantive, as the lawyers would say, and should meet a certain criteria or threshold, and that is what I'm hoping. In addition to all of this, I think that personally, for future sake, transparency in the judiciary needs to be improved. Transparency. And I would hope that the judiciary should not be influenced by monocracy. And that is my biggest thing to the judge. Those who do not have money should also win cases in court. And what I mean by that is that there are so many litigations about land that rightful owners are deprived of their lands because of somebody's ability to pay or influence, quote unquote, the system. And what I mean by the system, from police to everywhere. So I would hope that in his time, there'll be more cases that we can clearly agree that this one, we who do not have can also win case in court when it is rightfully our own.
Justice should not only be done, but should be seen
to be served.
Right.
So these are my concluding words. We wish him well.
Yeah.
And he needs to be more transparent and decolor the judiciary. Unfortunately, I think there's been a bit of coloration of the judiciary. And in concluding too, I think that he needs to show strong independence from the executive.
Very well. Very well. Like a quick one on him. He has, 2 years to go?
No, I think could just be under 1 year.
Under 1 year.
Just,
right. So how much of a pressure does that put on him?
It's a massive one. It's
to leave a legacy.
Yeah, it's a massive one.
Yeah.
It's a massive one.
But he's been acting since April, if I'm correct.
Yes, but as I said, it's even a day in a man's life. You know, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I've had people ask, okay, what would you do when you become president for 24 hours? And you know, you'll be so.
I'll fix my hair issues.
We would have to take you to Turkey, but the distance between Turkey and Ghana, you can imagine. But you know, there's something that we haven't, come to terms with. I don't know whether we have, but see, when NDC is in office, there's a lot that happens with the judiciary. You see that the space is freer for people to go to court. I'm saying this with examples, such as MPP versus Attorney General, which dealt with the public order, case. That is the right to assemble, and all that. Then there's MPP again versus Attorney General, which had to do with the 31st December, celebration, whether or not, the state, holidays can be granted for the celebration of 31st December. The MPP's argument was that, hey, it's a coup, and that, it comes out with human rights and so on. And then there's MPP versus GBC. Okay, that also came up. And then that equal access, talk about the government alone shouldn't have access, and that even the opposition parties should have access to the public, broadcaster. Again, there's also MPP versus Rollins. Okay, that dealt with studying inconsistencies in the Constitution. And then also there is J.H. Mensah versus Attorney General, which dealt with prior approval. Okay, so these are landmark constitutional cases that had broadened up, the space for us to.
I also think that when the MPP is in opposition, we have time to go to court.
When you are?
When we're in opposition,
yes,
we have time.
Yes, but when you are in government, you shut down the space for everybody.
You are not hearing me.
Is that?
When they are in
when we're in opposition, we have
yes,
time to go to court.
No, but he also is not.
When you're in opposition, you don't want to go to court.
Yeah, but when you're in government, you get occupied. Yeah. So you shut down. We
don't shut down.
There's an iron curtain around the judiciary when MPP is in office.
Yeah. It is seeming so.
Oh,
but
no.
I think that Dafiamapo went to court several times this
listen,
last
your party, there's
years.
Something you guys have to even celebrate. Aside these landmark cases, MPP takes credit for it. But if you had an overbearing president, and with all the words that Rollins was described by, dictatorial, so and so, that and that, some of these cases were against him.
True.
But they allow it.
And Carter versus what do you call it? The Republic.
Yeah.
President Kufuor was in Australia.
Yes.
What did he say?
What did they do?
When I come back, I will.
Yes, I was there, and they did.
Sadly.
And so instead of celebrating it, that under you open up the space that everybody can go to court and say that I'm enforcing my rights, my fundamental right, Instead of celebrating it, you rather allow them.
I even agree with you because sometimes they even boast about the fact that when it comes to electoral reforms,
yeah,
it's when they go to court, they are able to compel some reforms. But like you are saying, because we don't interfere with the judiciary.
You should celebrate some of these things.
Because there's no way in NDC time a chief justice and panel of judges will sit on the bench and say that Ghana passports cannot be a primary source of document to have voters' ID card. I mean, Doug, you know, in this particular judgment, see,
and if you know, one of the things used against Buzia is a statement that no court. That statement, you get it. Again, MPP tradition.
Yeah.
See, there's another thing. That edifice, the court complex, that was, you know, the sword was cut by President Mills. And then I think it was commissioned by President Mahama. That big edifice wasn't done under.
No.
You get it?
But we did. There's been a lot of law. In fact, under Nana,
I must
say that he overdid it.
No, I'm saying that the court. No, I'm saying that the court complex. Exactly. Cocoa affairs. I mean, former
and local government.
Dixon.
Local government did many courts too.
That is what became the law court.
Local government did many court rooms too.
I'm saying that I'm saying court room. You know, the court complex. Dixon. You know that edifice.
The one at UPSA area. What was it?
Which one?
This law school buildings.
I'm not talking about law school.
I'm talking about judiciary. How do you become a judge?
No, but
if you don't go through law school.
I mean, NDC has been accused of murders of judges.
Do more prisons too. That one will give it to you.
The Church of Pentecost will do that.
Who did Ankafo?
Do more prisons.
No, who did Ankafo?
Improve in Sawim for us.
Who did that?
Since you are talking,
you see what my brother is saying. For instance, even when it comes to education, at a point in time when the MPP introduced the free teachers, they created a certain impression that the NDC is not so much interested in education. But
they are not education inclined.
Yeah. But you see, but look at all
education.
But they look at all the universities. And you even make reference to the secondary school, the education. I'm talking about universities. I mean, in this country. When you talk about universities in this country, MPP to NDC. NDC has built more universities than the MPP.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't have those records.
We can just settle it.
See, Jerry Rawlings, listen.
Which university?
The man, his Hunger Project Award.
Exactly.
Gave the money for the construction of today's UDS.
Come on.
Oh, I mean, the seed.
And he's not celebrated for some of these things, you know.
So he's rather celebrate Rawlings.
Is that?
That's fine.
It's not about celebrating Rawlings. I'm saying that I'm talking about setting key achievements that has to be celebrated.
But you want me to sell NDC's achievement?
I'm not saying you. It's not about you, Dixon. Dixon, it's not about you.
Perhaps the NDC needs to do more.
Yes, that is what I'm saying.
No, I agree because you see, and one of the things is, one of the reasons why MPP gradually is becoming unattractive because the young Ghanaian coming up is becoming to appreciate the fact. You see, let me tell you something. You see, in the past, you would take MPP to go to a particular village and tell the people that, for instance, once upon they told the people that even KGTF market, it wasn't built by President Mahama.
Yeah, exactly.
It was Otufo. Today, the reality has dawned on the people of the Ashanti region that what they told them was a palpable lie. So in the past, once people have gathered somewhere and peddle falsehood. Now, even with
the peddles more than you.
Oh, I mean,
Dixon peddles more than you.
Dog, you see,
you were pro peddlers.
See, at a point in time, there's a book written by Dr. Kwame. He said the dark days in Ghana. If you read that book, Kwame Nkrumah at a point said, if he had known that this is the level of lies that will be peddled by the UP tradition, instead of constructing the Tamamoto, he would have just constructed a milk factory connected to his house. And look at the lies they told about Dr. Kwame. But today, you see, Kwame Nkrumah is dead. But his vision is verifiable and visible. If you talk about Tamamoto Way, everybody knows that is the achievement of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. But in the past, they would have told a lie. You understand? In the past, somebody in the village will not be able to appreciate the discussion we are having here.
You would have said down quantity.
Exactly. You understand?
The debates are University of Ghana.
I think the mayor of, is it the governor or the mayor of New York? I mean, Kwame something.
Yeah.
Look at how his father named him after Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. So you see, posterity continue to vindicate Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And the more posterity vindicate Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the more posterity confine the MPP As brand the NPP as okay, I mean, there's a group of people who
Very
think.
Gentlemen, thank you so much. That's a threat. That's a threat. On live TV. On live TV. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Interesting conversation. Thank you so much for your messages as well. And this has been the news review segment on Breakfast Daily. But don't go away. The show continues after this.
Christmas, my favorite time of the year.
This festive season, Volta Serene Hotel invites you to experience the magic of Christmas and New Year like never before. From 20th of December to the 1st of January, step into a world of joy, music, laughter, and celebration. We begin on the 20th with a soulful carols night, filling the air with warmth and melody. Then, on 23rd and 24th of December, arrive in style as we welcome you with fresh coconut and local treats. Christmas Day brings pure delight, exciting moments for kids, relaxing escape for adults, and an elegant all-white dinner under the stars, crowned with a spectacular fireworks display. On Boxing Day, embrace culture and rhythm, from picnics and traditional dance to an unforgettable high life and old school night. As the week unfolds, enjoy movie night, live music, karaoke, and endless fun, until we welcome 2026 with a breathtaking fireworks show on New Year's Eve. Special Christmas packages starting from $4,050 for individuals, $5,250 for couples, and 8,900 Ghana cedis for a family of 4 for 2 nights. Call or WhatsApp 0541 539 867 or 0362 025 243 to book your experience today. Volta Serene Hotel. Feel the serene touch.
You're not sure what's causing the panic, but if you're
Masquerades are scary, but bills shouldn't scare you. Be one of 10,000 lucky winners when you deposit multiples of 400 Ghana cedis or take a loan in multiples of 4,000 Ghana cedis to win up to 1.5 million Ghana cedis in cash and prizes, 1-year insurance cover, and more. Tap into vibes in the EcoBank 5-Star Enjoyment Promo. Up to 15% discount when you use our cards and digital platforms. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. EcoBank will never call or text asking you to verify sensitive information like your PIN, Ghana card, or bank card information. Pay better attention to details.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
I'm
the second coming.
Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late, of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Go give me the luckiest. Coffee from Georgia be luckiest. From not the pure cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're lucky. Everybody go be that luckiest.
That's Kwame! Send your God the apple boom! If you put it toye, so would the coming of the son of man be. Is that his car?
Ha! Even now, your shadow the way designer.
I use my own mouth to reject him. Oh, this is my mouth. Look at that.
Kwame, my son. Now, tell me the truth. How did this all happen?
Oh, mommy, Simple direction. Mr. Good Luck no check me way.
Yeah, man. Easy cry. Or dial star 712 hash.
The devil is a liar.
He picked his ticket and entered his lucky 5-digit number.
I'm his birthday.
Oh, how romantic.
And he followed the prompt. Yes. And then boom. Confirmation test.
One quick, pick 5 numbers for Milky. I'm feeling like 7.
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompt and let destiny handle the
You see how they love you now?
Yo, baby, our family payment seminar. Before December, may release a motivational album. Patapa, my super.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Love the Premier League? Your DSTV premium subscription could get you there in real life, Charlie. Stay connected for your chance to watch the Premier League live. Man U versus Man City at Old Trafford or Arsenal versus Man U in London. Stay connected to score with DSTV Premium. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
You get bad mind, no be say you be baddest. Come on, what tell
Rubia, say dear, if you see Konani Yankasa, Enti, Kanena near Bosile, Madame Yashem, Nina, Akem, a Nasboy Enterprise, SMN Control say, what's you fear ye? We hear POP ceiling papa, with many design, plasterboard installation, TV unit design, a Cassian Kitwa, and Italian a Hoodwina, or Baking needs at the amount. Afi, was Sansuya painting, into a damn beer was here, for Fred and Nasboy Enterprise. You will paint in the comma at the amount. Afi, window designs bia. Ya ni nyina bi e bia na wo dwen se wo besi fie na fie na wo besi en so no wo hia de so bi mada Anasboy Enterprise ST say residential and commercial construction afi we renovation and remodeling surveying bia open no obe ne kama e de ama afi architectural design say ko twi ko brema bae and drawing plans wo be ne neat e de ama menua berema ma me kan for Anasboy Enterprise and for more e say wonim de na ne nsa no ye fe come on enti sa open ne mama bobo so nyina ejumadia hwehwe Anasboy Enterprise no twa needs located Anasboy Enterprise our Tantra Hill Amasamai and Ablekuma Canada Junction so open shimwa fre 034-611-3461 Anasboy Enterprise Wunimte Ankasa.
Hello everyone, it's Breakfast Daily and you are once more welcome to Channel 1 TV. My name is Chris Carter and as you already know, Nana Tufo-Boateng started up the show with some politics and now it's time for us to take you on a jolly ride because there's going to be some entertainment, getting into our communities, of course, what is trending and so much more. So sit back, relax and enjoy. So let's get straight into it. Remember that you are part of the show, so feel free to join in at any time. Send in those messages. It could be questions, it could be contributions, and it could also be heartfelt messages to your loved ones via the WhatsApp number on the screen. And do not forget to use the hashtag Breakfast Daily if you're on X or Facebook and feel like contributing to the show. If you're watching us on YouTube live right now, there's the comment section right there. I think it's the live chat section. Just leave those messages. Like I said, it could be questions, it could be contributions to the show when it comes to any topic that, you know, piques your interest. And also, it could be heartfelt messages to your loved ones. And also, since we're online, you can, you might as well just tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to log in or share the link to them. Now it's time for us to get into some reminders. Remember that the Agri Fair is in the corner. We've been talking about the Channel 1 TV Agri Fair for a while now, and it's right in the corner. It's actually happening next week from the 28th to the 30th of November 2025. You definitely do not want to miss this. 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day. And the exciting thing we're going to be having is the training clinics. Obviously, if you are interested in being part of the clinics, remember you're going to get trained in fish farming, poultry, snail farming, and piggery. All you need to do is call the number 0558-973-973 to register for the Agri-Fair training clinics now. 0558-973-973 to register. And it's going to be happening at the Ifua Sutherland Children's Park. You definitely do not want to miss this. Come and buy all your Christmas needs right here. Of course, you're going to be cooking for your friends, your family, and of course, you're going to be jollying around throughout the Christmas period. And definitely you are going to be needing food. So all your food ingredients that you'll be needing will be there, from poultry to the fish to the pigs, and everything that you need, even the vegetables, even some of the vegetables that you see only in supermarkets. Some of them are actually going to be there. And those who want to get into maybe some backyard farming and you're thinking, how should I start this? This is the perfect place for you. If you also want some agri-tech solutions and innovations to help your farms that you already have or to upgrade it to be better, this is the fair for you. And of course, the children, there's always a children's corner, there's always food, there's always drinks, so you definitely do not want to miss this. So call the number 0558-973-973 in case you want to be part of this training clinics, and also if you want to be selling. But remember, for everyone else that will be coming, this is totally free. We want to say a very big thank you to all our sponsors. Thank you for holding us down. We have the Horticulture Business Platform. We have the Development Bank Ghana, LCIC, Gersol, Exim Bank, and Agri Impact Limited, and also IDH. Thank you for holding us down. Now, when it comes to news and information, a lot of you want to stay updated each and every time. So to do this, you need to download the Channel One News app. The Channel One News app is one of the apps that keeps you updated, if not the only app in Ghana right now that keeps you updated with news and everything happening in Ghana and beyond. And to all Android users, head to Google Play and download the Channel One News apps. For travelers that want to stay tuned with us with everything that we do and trust our news to be the best and also factual, all you need to do is head to Google Play, Channel One News app, and you can download that, and voila, you have it in your pocket anywhere you go in the world. All right, so now it's time for us to check out what's trending. And usually, when we talk about the trends, it's usually what's trending on social media. It could be on any social media platform. As long as people are talking about it, we will be talking about it with you. Now, a very painful one that popped up yesterday. I was actually in the office yesterday, and I just saw everybody sharing a particular disturbing video. And this video is actually about domestic violence. And as we get closer to the 16 days of activism against sexual and gender-based violence, it's important for us to have these conversations. The 16 days of activism against gender-based violence starts on the 25th of November. But here we are, still talking about domestic violence. Let's check out this video, and later on we will just have a little bit of discussion and see what people are talking about.
Bro, I don't like what this. I'm recording. Ah! For real?
Charlie, this man has to be arrested for real. Every day.
And that's a very disturbing video. That's why it's actually blurred in that manner. But you can go on social media and find out, you know, what the video looks like. It's actually a video of a landlord, a particular landlord, somewhere here in Accra, that is beating up his wife, and this wife is stuck naked in the compound, and it's a compound house. That means everybody can actually see the nakedness of this woman. And when I mean naked, I'm not talking pants and bra kind of naked. She is stuck naked. That is an adult. That is someone's mother. That is someone's daughter. That's someone's auntie. And this man is watching her stuck naked in the middle of the compound. I don't care what she did, but this man is flogging this woman like a baby in the name of, I'm your husband. I don't know what's happening, but this has been prevalent, and we do not like to talk about it, but thank God for social media. It's time for us to speak about these things. If you're any woman going through domestic violence, or if you're anyone, thank you for the person that actually put this video out. Thank you, because I heard that this thing has been going on for so long in that particular compound by that same man. So a very big thank you to the person. This is what we are talking about. We need more people to speak out about issues of domestic violence. When it comes to the issues of sexual and gender-based violence in the world, Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, is the only place that do not have the right data. It's because people do not speak about it. It's because people just like to do it. Oh, it's things of the Ebusiafo. We are not going to report about it. And sometimes when it's reported, someone goes back and then sweeps it under the carpet. The people, the perpetrators do not actually face the law, and this is a problem. These are problems that affect women emotionally, physically, psychologically, and also financially. Someone who asks, how does it affect a woman financially? A woman that is not emotionally and psychologically stable cannot focus and do anything right. You see women start businesses, and at the end of the day, they shut those businesses and cannot continue those businesses, and then you call them probably lazy, or probably she cannot do anything with her finances. She's not good with her finances. No, some of these problems are psychological and emotional problems that women have to deal with in the homes. And it's time we speak about these things. But I heard that when this video got out, that this man was arrested by the police. I mean, there's a video of it. So let's check out the video. And please, I hope the man's face is shown in the video.
Bro, I don't like what this.
Well, thanks to the Ghana police for their swift action for going, straight to the man and catching him. Well, that's the face of the perpetrator. That's the face of the person that beat an adult, someone's mother, someone's child, someone's sister, like a baby, stuck naked in the middle of a home, his own wedded wife, and then her nakedness is all over the internet. So yeah, please, if you see something, say something. We can no longer keep quiet and watch these things go on and act like it does not affect us. It affects us in so many different ways. Our children grow up to see these things. Boys grow up to see their fathers beating their mothers. They become those men that beat their wives. Girls grow up to hate their fathers, and then you don't understand why the girl hates her father so much, and then you say girls are practicing misandry. These are the things that people are seeing, and it's affecting them in different ways. It's even affecting children, and the children are the future. Are definitely the future. So you can imagine the future that we are creating. Anyway, yeah, this is what we have, and we have comments on this. So let's check out some of these comments. Jean Enogani says, sometimes, Charlie, the woman no get brothers, and sometimes they have brothers, but they just keep quiet because they want to stay married, and because society has caused all these problems. She's even saying she doesn't want him to be in trouble. Wow. Maybe I don't understand Tree, but you see, this is the things we talk about. The same women that we are trying to save still go back to cry about these issues. And that is because we do not talk about these issues a lot. And that is because we have also refused to empower women. When women are empowered, they do not go back wanting to save the perpetrator. We need to empower our girls. We talk about empowering our girls and people think it's a joke. They end up becoming those women that just want to be in the house because a man is taking care of them, even if the man is killing them. It's important we have these conversations. I mean, these comments are just too much for me right now, but let's move on to the next. Paul Baffour Bunny sworn in as Chief Justice. A big congratulations to him. Let's meet our new Chief Justice, Chief Justice Paul Baffour Bunny. He was actually sworn in yesterday.
And the true constitution, which enshrines not only rights, but also responsibilities. Our judiciary must be independent, impartial, and accessible. It must not serve the powerful or the connected at the expense of the weak and the vulnerable. It must resist any incursions on its freedoms, but also embrace accountability, transparency, and continuous reform. In recent times, many Ghanaians have expressed concern about delays, access, and perceptions of fairness in our courts. I wish to confront those concerns head-on. The judiciary must not only be seen to be fair, but must be fair, clearing backlogs, reforming processes, promoting alternative dispute resolution where appropriate, harnessing technology, and ensuring that ordinary citizens can approach the courts with confidence. These are not optional add-ons, but they are imperatives. Your Excellency, my vision for the judiciary is that of a service-oriented institution, courts that are efficient, transparent, and respectful of all persons, judges and staff who uphold high ethical standards, treat litigants with dignity, and apply the law without fear or favor, a judiciary that works not for political ends, but for the cause of justice. I envision a Ghana where justice is not delayed or denied, where the cost, distance, and complexity of going to court are no longer barriers to fairness.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's our new Chief Justice Paul Baffour Bunny, who was actually sworn in yesterday. Now let's check out some comments and let's see what net citizens are saying. You are talking about impartiality, but you gave Atai 70 years because you thought about yourself. Well, that's coming from Donna Sika. Same time, same date, 2029, Bawumia Ken will be swearing in a different Chief of Justice. Well, that's politics for you. Kofi Ofer, hope he was told when his tenure will end. As bro assume office, make no bro do yawa, else the 70 years dear, then go add up to your age. A proud moment for Ghana. Congrats to the new Chief of Justice. And the end will always justify it means. Well, as you can see there are a lot of mixed feelings, but congratulations to him and we wish him luck in all his endeavor. Now, let's head to the next one. The next one has to do with our Minister of Communication and Digital Technology and Innovations, and that is Honorable Sam George, who actually announced plans for Ghanaian students to access a free 12-month Gemini AI Pro subscription 2 terabyte storage, and AI training before December 9, 2025. And on the tweet, you can actually see, it reads actually, "Dear Ghanaian students, as part of our effort to put cut-edge technology in the hands of our next generation of leaders and problem solvers, I'm pleased to announce that until December 9, 2025, you can now sign up to use Gemini app for free for 12 months with 2 terabytes as a Ghanaian student. You also get free AI certification training. This is yet another step to empower our citizens and save money for Ghanaian students and their parents. I'm grateful to the team at Google for their continued partnership with the Minister of Communication Ghana and Ministry of Communication, and also we would continue to expand this partnership beyond the AI Research Lab and 1 Million Coders program. Please spread the word and take advantage of the opportunity. You can now use this link below. But interestingly, now what is causing the comments on social media is that people feel like the minister is taking glory for this. Why am I saying so? Because somewhere in October, Google actually already announced that the AI Gemini will be free for students already in Europe, Asia, and in Africa. So the question is Sam Judge saying he actually brokered this deal, or is it Google that actually brokered the deal a long time ago? So this is from Google. That's October 8, 2025. Bringing Google's best AI tool to university students across Africa at no cost. So as you can see, we are rolling out our most advanced AI tools for learning to university students in Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria, Rwanda, South Africa, Zimbabwe, free of charge. Alex Okosi, Managing Director of Google Africa. And I had already read this in October. It's also doing the same thing for Asia and in Europe. So let's check out some comments right now. Tell the people the truth. And the person puts a snapshot of, when Google announced it in October. Dear Honorable Sam Judge, thank you for the Gemini Pro offer for Ghanaian students. I'm curious to know how this differs from Google's global program. Any unique benefits secured for Ghana? I appreciate the insight. Best, Masood. That's a nice letter. It's something Google is doing across Africa for free as part of our efforts, saying. Something posted on October 21 in my group chat. You say as part of our efforts. This is Google Gemini Initiative, boss. And I was a company. I don't want to read out this, guys, please. Right. Oh, well. Well, we all want to know if there's something added for Ghanaians apart from what Google is actually, offering or had set out to offer in October. What's different? Basically, that's what people are asking. People want to know what is the added, something that you have to tie into your efforts, Honorable. That's all we want to know. But anyway, kudos to Gemini and kudos to Google for, putting this for African students. And also, if you use AI, I think you need to also check out other AI apps that help students. A lot of AI apps that help students and are rolling it out for free. For example, Canva. A lot of people use Canva for designs, for graphic design and all that. I think there's also something free for students. So just read. Everything's on the internet. It will help you. Read. Let someone not come and say they did it, okay? Anyway, let's check out the video of the day. Well, that's an interesting video because I've never seen a grown man with so much muscles scared of injections. Well, I heard that a lot of people are scared of injections, so although I'm not scared of injections. But the question here, it's the irony in the video. How did he get to pierce his ears and scared of needles? I mean, this guy has 2 piercings and scared of needles. But then again, I guess it's just like we're all not the same, and there are a lot of people scared of needles, even macho men. But thank God for the guy with the cutlass, unless this guy wouldn't have allowed the doctor to do his job. And yeah, guys, so that's the video of the day, and it was just to put smiles on your face. Yeah. And that's the video of the day, and it's just to put smiles on your face before we get into, you know, the programs that we have for you. But right now, we are about to cross to the City at 60th Anniversary Currency Conference, hosted by the Bank of Ghana in partnership with Currency Research at the Accra International Conference Center.